World's healthiest man has just been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. Brian Johnson spends $2 million a year on his body and has 30 different doctors following him. And now he has autoimmune gastritis. That means his stomach is eating itself. Watch his documentary last year, I learned that he is living with repressed emotional trauma. And no amount of biohacking will ever touch nervous system dysfunction. No amount of breath work, no amount of biohacking your sleep. It is an internal journey.
Yes, and there is research that explains why this happened. I did a research study on women, but it applies to everybody, on what I call high functioning survival mode. It is a nervous system state that is a result of complex PTSD in your childhood. So what the original creator is referring to is the experience of abandonment, neglect as a child. And that's exactly what I talk about in my research study. I actually call it the high functioning survival mode loop. And as you see at the top, internal hyperfunctioning happens because of complex PTSD. It makes you equate performance as safety. After that, outwardly, because you've been doing that, you're going to constantly try to earn safety, stability, love, care, all those things. Society reinforces it, namely with this person, he's a millionaire, he has all this money, and then that pushes you deeper into the loop, and the loop continues. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In the study that I did, one of the tenets that I originally created before the study got refined because I noticed that while you get disconnected from your body because you are functioning in your head, because you're hypervigilant, you're in survival mode, so all you do is plan for the next steps ahead, and you're also taught to push through and ignore your bodily needs because you have to survive, right? That's survival mode. Because that happens, it creates a disconnect between your body and your mind. I call it the somatic disconnect block, which is tenet number 5 of the 9 tenets of high functioning survival mode. The thing that I found from the study is that some people disconnect from their body, and then some people go to the opposite end of the spectrum where they hyper focus on their body. So they try to control their body because it gives them a sense of control where they normally wouldn't have control. So that looks like obsessive working out, being superly obsessed with looking good, always biohacking, disordered eating, body dysmorphia tendencies. I have hypotheses on why some people go that route. The fact of the matter is, I created the first ever research study to use science to back exactly what we've all been seeing and thinking. It is now proven. There have been studies that connect the impact of complex PTSD, stress on the body, physiologically and psychologically, but they've never combined it all together to see how it results in what society deems as success or positive outcomes and how that impacts the person on a long term. If you're interested, screenshot that I shared at the beginning is my white paper. It is free to access. It is available, link in my bio.